ass come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between our visitors and the Houston Texans. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Off the play fake, Rodriguez. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
10 at the 40-yard
Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, 27 yards. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
Take over.
And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Rodriguez. To throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Off play action. Rodriguez. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
2nd and long.
Back to throw. Rodriguez. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring.
Rodriguez is.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. Bring it. A fumble on the play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Forced out to his left. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
The Saints, first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Rodriguez from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
first and 10.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Second and 10.
Now Rodriguez to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb.
Rodriguez's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Rodriguez is
give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Steps away. He may try and run for this. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Rodriguez. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
for a Texans first down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Texans 7.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation
And it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rankin. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity. And be able to make some of these plays. That they have not been doing so far.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to fire one deep. And this is taken in at the 5.
The pass.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
5-yard line.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz
from 3 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At the 40-yard line.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And 8 at the 26-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
On 1st down, Rankin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 11.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rankin. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Rankin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rankin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rankin. It's wearing the tight end with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st and 10 at the 21. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rankin. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
From the gun, Rankin. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Terrell Lewis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This one middle of the field, it's wearing the tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble on the play.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
What's up, man?
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
A nice pickup of 17 yards. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
The 29-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The pass.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
17
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from early.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.